Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Up. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you are also welcome. So today I'm going to show you how to make this gown on the thumbnail. This sounds like what you are interested in. Let's go into it. So the first thing you're going to do, so I have 4 yards of Ankara here, 4 yards of Ankara here, but I'm not going to be using everything, okay? So what you're going to do is to fold your fabric into 2 like this, and then you're going to fold into 4. So for you to know the length or the measurements you're going to fold, it depends on how full you want this circle gown to be. So for me, I'm folding like 1 yard here. This is like 36 inches here. So I folded 1 yard. I measured 1 yard and then I folded it into 2. After that, this is like 2 yards now. So I'm going to now fold again into a triangular form. Okay, so watch me. I'm going to fold it this way. Okay, I'm just going to fold it this way. So this fold depends on how full you want your gown to be. Okay, so if you want it really full, you can fold more. Okay, you can fold more. If you want it really full, you can fold more. So for me, I'm going to be cutting both the front and the back together. So this gown is not going to be having a zipper. If you want yours to have a zipper, you can go ahead and cut the front first before you cut your back. Okay, so right here I'm folding mine into 2. So at this point, I'm having like 18.75, is almost 19 inches at this point. So at this upper part, you're just going to, if you don't want it too full, you can reduce your fold like this. Okay, can you see what I have here? But I want my own fold. Okay, so the person that wants this going to want it full. So this is how you're going to. So now after folding, we're going to start by taking all our body measurement. So now right here, we're going to draw a straight line at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line. Look at the lower part, it's not straight, so be conscious of that. So you have to be conscious of that. So I'm going to draw my starting line. So this is going to serve as my starting line. So I'm going to go ahead now and measure my gown length. I want the entire gown length to be 42. So what I have here is 43. Okay, so what I have here is 43. So I'm going to mark 43 as my gown length because I will need my allowance to end at the lower part and also on top. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and mark my 43. So it means I'm using the entire length. You know, on a norms, Ankara measures 45, but because we are cutting in a triangular form, okay, so it's going to give us like this. So this is the entire, I'm using the entire length for my gown length. So I'm going to come here now and impute my shoulder measurement. So the shoulder I'm working with is 15. So 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. Okay, so I'm going to add half an inch to it for allowance. So we are going to be using half to join it to the sleeve. So I'll mark my shoulder measurement here. And then I'm going to come here and take my neck width. I'm going to be using 3 inches for the neck width. For the back neckline, I'll use 2 inches, 2 inches by 3 inches. While for the front, I'm going to be using 4 inches. Remember, this cloth is not going to be having a zipper, but we are going to be putting a slit at the front. It has a slit. If you look at the thumbnail very well, you see that it has a slit in front. So for the front, I'm using 4 inches, 3 by 4. So this is the back neckline, this is the front neckline. So I'm going to go ahead now and create my neckline like this. So this is for the back, and this is for the front neckline. Like, so this is for my front, and this is for my back. So from here, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then I'm going to just connect to meet with my neckline like this. Okay. So once I'm done, I'm going to come down by my armhole depth. So for the armhole depth, I'm using 7.5 inches. Sorry, I'm going to mark your armhole depth from the shoulder slope. So right here, I'm going to mark my armhole depth, which is 7.5. So if you don't know how to measure your armhole depth, all you have to do is to go ahead and divide your bust by 6 and add 1.5 inches to it. So I'm going to just draw this into a straight line. Okay, this is it. So once I'm done with my armhole depth, I'm going to divide whatever I have here into 2 equal parts, and then I'm going to mark the midpoint. So note, I'm using the same armhole for both the front and the back. I'm going to come in by half an inch here, and then just draw my line from here to here, and then from here. So right here, I'm going to impute my bust measurement. The bust I'm working with is 38, divided by 4 is 9.5. 9.5, okay, 9.5. So but because this coat is not going to be having a zipper and it's not going to be having a button at the back, it's just going to be a free cloth. So I'm going to add ease allowance 1 inch for my ease allowance, and I'm going to add 1 inch for my sewing allowance, making it 2. So now I'm going to connect my armhole to meet with this bust measurement here. Okay, so from here now I'm going to connect from here like this to meet with this part, and then from here I'm going to just connect to meet with this part. Okay, so this is my armhole. But if you don't want to use the same armhole for both front and back, just connect this. This is going to now be your back armhole. Okay, and this is going to be the front armhole, but I'm going to be using both. I'm going to be using both this armhole for both front and back. So now from here, okay, so for this time you don't even need your waist measurement, your hip line or the rest. So from here now we're just going to connect all the way to the end. Sorry guys. So from here now we're going to connect from this line now all the way to this part. Okay, so now just watch me as I go like this. Okay, all the way to this part. Okay, so we are using the entire full length. So from here now just, but if you don't want your own too free, you can just add half inch ease allowance, and then add half inch ease allowance and add your 1 inch sewing allowance, because this cloth is not going to be using in lining. Okay, so this is what we have now. So we're going to go ahead now and start cutting. Okay, so I'm going to start by, okay, before I cut guys, I'm going to be adding my sewing allowance half an inch to the shoulder. Okay, remember we have just 1 inch for the hem allowance at the lower part, so I'm going to add my half an inch to my. So now this is my shoulder seam allowance. Okay, so now this is it. Okay, this is my shoulder seam allowance. So I'm going to go ahead now and start cutting. So first I'm going to cut the back neckline. Okay. So while you're cutting, just check around your hip measurements and see if your hip measurement is just going to fit in. So what I have here is going to just fit in properly. So my hip measurement. So now this is it. So right here I already have my front and back cut out. So I'm going to open this part like this, because this part is still together. Okay, so now once I'm done, I'm going to separate one. So this is going to be my back. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this front again, because we need to create a slit for the front. Okay, the front is meant to have a slit. Okay, so I'm going to fold again properly and arrange it properly. So I need to arrange the neckline. And first of all, going to cut my front neckline like this. Okay, so let me cut my front neckline. Okay, so after that I'm going to create my slit. So I want my slit to be 3 inches. So you could make yours 4 or 5 or 3.5, depending on what you want. So I'm just going to make my slit to be so let me fold this so you guys can see. Let me bring it here. So I want my slit to be, I'm trying to trim the neckline very well. So I want my slit to be 3 inches. So I'm just going to cut like this. So this is going to be my front. You see guys, this is the front and this is my back. Okay, so let me set this aside as we cut the sleeve. So now for the sleeve, we already folded into 2 and then we folded into 4 again, just like the way we folded for the top, for the gown, just like the way we folded for the gown. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead now. The armhole depth that I'm working with is 7.5, right? So we're going to mark it here. And then we added 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for sewing allowance, which is 2 inches. So we are going to add it also, which is 2 inches. So this is it. So this is it. So this is where we can get our circumference. So I'm just going to mark it into 2 like this. Okay. So I'm going to draw a straight line around this part. Straight line like this. Okay, so our sleeve length is 17 inches. Our sleeve length is 17 inches. We need half inch here and 1 inch here, making it 18.5. So we're going to mark our 18.5 here like this. Okay, so now at this point, so I have to get this place is Impute your armhole depth. Okay, this is it, plus 2 inches. The 2 inches is, you know, we added 1 inch for ease allowance and 1 inch for seam allowance. Okay, so now once you're done, you're just going to come down by 4 inches. Okay, 4 inches. Come down by 4 inches. Once you come down by 4 inches, so whatever you have here, divide it into 2. Okay, just mark the midpoint. Okay, like this. So this is our midpoint. So from here now, we're going to create our inverted X. So just watch me aside, even though this is not the right side for me to. So now from here, I'm going to just create my inverted X like this. Okay, so can you see my inverted X? Okay, so this is our armhole. Right, so we're going to use the entire length. So from here now, we're going to take our sleeve length, which is all we need is 18.5. So we're going to place it here and then mark the 18.5. Okay, so here, just place it and mark your 18.5 like this all the way. Okay, so just mark your 18.5 like this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead now and cut our sleeve. So from here, I'm just going to okay, so I'm going to just slash this open. So this is our sleeve. Okay, so this is the back facing. You can use the bias if you wish. So this is the back facing, okay, and this is the front facing. I did not open the slit yet I did not open my slit yet. When I'm done, I'll open it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to go ahead and turn the neckline. I'll create notch. I'll turn my neckline by 1/2 inch and then notch it and flip the side of the facing and top stitch. So I'll do the same thing here. I'm not going to be notching this one. I'm just going to be sewing like this. So this is my facing. I'm going to sew like this and then follow like this and then stitch here before I notch this part open. Okay, so I'll do the same thing like this around this neckline and then I'll go ahead and hem my sleeve. I'll fold half and then fold another half and end my sleeve. Okay guys, so at this point I was done turning my neckline. Can you see? I notched and then I flipped the allowance to the side of the facing and I top stitched. Okay, so I did the same thing to this part, but I didn't top stitch on this front. I only notched it because of the slit. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to, I've also hemmed the sleeve. Can you see? I've hemmed both sleeves. Can you see? So the next thing we are going to do is to join our shoulders. Okay, so this is how I'm going to join it. I'll open one of these and place this inside like this, and then I'll use this to wrap it like this, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stitch all the way. So the same thing I'm going to do here. Place it this way. Okay, I'm going to open up one of these like this and wrap it like this, and then I'm going to stitch all the way. So once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and then join my sleeve to it. Okay, so I'm going to attach my sleeve to the armhole like this. Okay, I'm going to join my sleeve to it, and so guys, I'm going ahead to join the shoulders. Can you see? Shoulders, and I've also attached the sleeve to it. Okay, can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do now, can you see? The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and close the side and then hem the lower part. I'm going to fold half and fold another half and hem the lower part, and then turn it to the wrong side, and then I'm going to go ahead and close the side. So from here, I'm going to use 1 inch to close all the way to the side, and I will do the same thing to this other side. 1 inch, I'll close it to the other side and end the lower part, half and half. So guys, this is the final look of the circle gown. Can you see how it's good? I'm going to show you guys the sleeve now. So guys, can you see the sleeve? Can you see? This is the second sleeve, and then this is the sides. Can you see the lower parts? Can you see? So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell and drop a beautiful comment. My name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Up. Don't stop learning, keep learning. I'll see you guys in the next one.